Hello, risers. How is everyone doing? Welcome to the second episode for today of Poetry and Perspective with Placide. At 5 o'clock, we had Global Link with Jamila Silis, and we were talking about guilty grieving, and it was such an amazing show. And tonight we even have an even more amazing show for you. As you know, I promote entrepreneurs, musicians, artists, poets, authors, anybody who has a story to tell, who wants to have a little bit more visibility. I promote you guys, I highlight you guys, and then I hear of your life stories. And these are the things that inspire us, inspire the viewers. So I'd like to say welcome to Poetry and Perspective with Placid. Thank you so much for always being here and always being supporting us in our efforts. First, I'd like to say we also bring. I am a poet, author, advocate. I advocate for mental illness. I advocate for autism, and I advocate for thanathoracic dysplasia as well as domestic violence and many other issues. And I also promote the nonprofit organizations who have different topics going on and who want to bring awareness, who want to bring things to light to different things in the public. So I um I happen to bring awareness to these things. I happen to Poetry Perspective with Plastic is about fun. It's about information. It's about inspiration, motivation. It's about just empowering other people to reach for the stars, to be the best that they can be, and to be able to touch the lives of other people with their stories and the experiences. So this is what it's all about. One thing I do not do on Poetry Perspective with Placid, I do not discuss politics and religion because I believe everything has a place and time, and I don't discuss the in-depths of politics and religion here on the show. But apart from, and as long as it is censored, we're gonna discuss other topics. That is important to human life. Okay, so with that said, tonight I have an amazing guest on my show, and as I go along, I'm going to show you what he does. He's going to tell us about himself, what he does, and he's going to enlighten us a little bit about his background and where he's from, and we're just going to have a discussion with him now. Please help me welcome um Mr. Prince. Now I know him as Bobade, but I'm gonna tell his name.
You.
Prince.
Good
How are
evening,
you?
everybody. Hello.
Please introduce yourself to the. I'm just making sure that everything is down so that they won't hear the noise. Please welcome you. Please introduce yourself to the guests and tell us what you do.
Hello, everybody. My name is, uh, well, I go as the Prince. Um, and people ask me a lot why the Prince, because it's just not, it's a name, but it's also the title, which a lot of people don't know about. I'm a Prince, so, but I go as a Prince as well. So, originally, my name is Oluwadamilola Bobade, and I am Nigerian, mom and dad. I grew up in Italy. I spent like about 20 years. I spent all my childhood in Italy. Um, and I moved to the United States in 2013. That's when I moved to the United States of America. And I've
Mm-hmm.
been here since then, working like everybody else. I'm a massage therapist.
Okay. Awesome. Wonderful. So now I always like to spin it around a little bit. Tell us about the food in Nigeria.
Okay.
Nigerian food.
The food in Nigeria. Okay, well, we in the West Africa, or maybe in all Africa, we all know about the jollof rice, which is everywhere. It's in Senegal, Ghana. We had a war, the jollof rice war years ago. It's probably still going on. Everyone wants to know who made the best jollof rice overall. And surprisingly, I just found out that jollof rice actually started in Senegal. That's
Really?
yes, that's their dish. And then then other African country, the West African country. then copy from them. Jollof rice. That's a nice topic. Jollof rice is actually my favorite Nigerian food.
Mhm.
Um,
It's also my favorite African food on the whole.
yes, it's amazing. It's and not just the jollof. Jollof as the party jollof is all different. Everybody goes to a party and you're looking for the Ghanaian jollof because
Really?
yes,
Mm.
the party jollof is different from the regular the one you cook from your home
Okay, okay,
because
okay.
we believe that as Nigerians believe that the party jollof is made with a big pot, so
Mm-hmm.
it's burnt under, and that just gives an amazing flavor. I cannot explain it, but the big is the pot, more flavor it gives, and the party jollof is amazing. It's the best.
Yes. So I'm laughing because I have a guest and his name is Richie. He said, "Hold up, he's he he's African."
I'm African, yes. Well,
Yes.
like I said, I
I'm
left
gonna tell
Nigeria.
you. I'm
I
gonna
left
tell you
Nigeria.
about my guest, right? This guest right here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about this guest right here. He is always on our show. He's a regular, and he lights up the fire in this room every time we come. So he's one of our regular guests, and he is also has been on our panel. He's on our panel as well. So Richie, good night, sweetheart. How are you? He said, look, they take you to Africa, Cindy. Oh my God." So funny. Oh, you take it away from we're talking about jollof rice. Richie, have you ever had jollof rice? Eh? Have you ever had jollof rice? Eh? I'm asking you a question. I want you to answer me. Have you ever had jollof rice? Let me tell you, my best part of the jollof rice is the burnt part. Honestly, all the flavor is
Yes,
but
absolutely,
part. Yes,
absolutely. And
yes, yes. So
and
that's
I
how you
wanted
prepare the jollof rice.
I wanted to add something real quick.
Okay.
Why the war between Nigeria and Ghana? Because we claim to have the best jollof rice ever, Liberian jollof. I'm Nigerian. I'm proud. I'm proud to be Nigerian. But if there's anybody in the room, you need to try the Liberian jollof.
Mm.
Senegalese for me is the best. Is
Wow.
right on the top. See if you don't know this, but Senegalese jollof, it's the way they cook it, the
Mm-hmm.
flavor. We West Africans use a lot of Maggi, but in Senegal, they cook everything like they have the pepper, they throw it in there. The banana pepper, they throw it in there. So their flavor is original.
So just one pot with
One part
original spices.
with all vegetables, and the aroma just come from there. Where you know, I'm from Nigeria. We love Maggi to do a little magic.
Mm-hmm.
But Senegal is raw food. It's from scratch, organic. So for
Mm.
me, even though I'm proud Nigerian. I think the Senegalese and the Liberian, and then Nigeria, and then Ghana.
Wow. I can make I know for sure I can make the Ghanaian jollof rice. I can make it.
Yeah, I mean, Ghanaian and Nigerian jollof. I think what the only difference is, I think the only difference is the rice, where we use the long
Okay.
grain and they use the. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, Basmati,
Jasmine,
jasmine rice,
basmati,
jasmine
basmati,
rice.
jasmine and
Yeah,
basmati. Awesome. Wow. Well, whatever, as long as his name is jollof rice and it tastes good, I'll
Teddy.
eat.
Absolutely.
Yes. So let me say hello. How do you say hello to the guests in Nigerian? Good night.
Well, I am from the Yoruba tribe, and I'm Yoruba, so I can only speak Yoruba and English or Pidgin English. So I can use Pidgin English, which cannot unify everybody in Nigeria. So, oh wait, how do I say this? Like I said, I left Nigeria in 1998. It's been
I
a
know.
long time, right? So
Uh-huh.
y'all, please forgive me if my Pidgin English is not, Okay, so uh, how you know day and my people, welcome to our show. And I agree to you now.
Aha. That's good. I agree with you. I understand that one. Yes. So I know you are massage therapist and you're an entrepreneur, you work for yourself, okay? Um please tell us what started your journey when you came from Italy and you moved on to the United States. What started your journey
So
as a go ahead.
no, okay, so I didn't want to cut you. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
I came here in 2013 as an international student. I was
Uh-huh.
enrolled in the city college.
Mhm.
As and my major, I took criminal justice. Now I
Mhm.
live in the city of Chicago. So when I made it here in 2013, I enrolled myself in school, but
Mhm.
it was because I came in the December, so I enrolled in
Mhm.
January, because of the holiday.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then after a week or two, I was like, maybe this not for me. I don't want to be. My big dream was growing up when I wanted to be a lawyer. I
Mhm.
wanted to get the kids, the little ones, out of trouble because I wanted to be a lawyer just because
Okay.
that's what I wanted to be growing up. You have aspirations in life, right? What you want to do when you
Yes.
grow up.
Yes.
So I wanted to be a
Mhm.
lawyer, but I said, okay, well, let me try criminal justice as a start.
Mhm.
Um, but living in the city of Chicago, Illinois, you will find out that I was like, let me start to be a probation officer. I'm like, maybe not. And I started weighing all my options, and then to finally, I get to a conclusion where I feel like this wasn't for me. This journey
Mhm.
wasn't for me, and so I left school. And then in 20, this was 2014, and finally, um, so a little bit about my background, being a Nigerian and having a Nigerian parents, they always push you to be, as everybody know, to be a lawyer,
Or
to
a
be a
doctor.
doctor, to be a, something in the medical field, a nurse.
Mhm.
Or
Yes.
so I am like kind of the black sheep of my family, and I always like to do something that I love to do, and I think that's
Mhm.
something a big deal in the African family because as Nigerian, I couldn't tell my mom I want to be a massage therapist. You know,
True.
the day
Mhm.
I woke up to her, I was like, Mom, you know what? This was 2019 during the pandemic. I finally got enrolled to school as a massage therapist, and I took the car and took to my mother. I wasn't scared. I mean, I'm a man, but it's just
Mhm.
to come to an African parent and like, Mom, you know what? I think I want to be a massage therapist. In the near future, I would love to be a physical therapist. If that would make
Mhm.
you happy, because African parents.
Mhm.
My mom was like, "Oh, Lodi, Kleshele, no, my house, we can't do it though. It's not possible. Everybody are becoming nurses, doctors. You want to be a massage therapist? Kilode." In my dialogue with me, like, what's happening to you? Why are you different?
Yes.
So I was like, Mom, you know what? This has been my dream, and she knows about it because
Mhm.
right from um right as I was a kid, I remember my mom coming home from work and was like, my son, you know what? I am tired.
Mhm.
And I love my mother. Like everyone should love their mother. And I was
Mhm.
like, Mom, I know you work real hard and I see that you working real hard to provide for us.
Mhm.
So, and I told my mom, I said, Mom, what can I do to assist you? Like,
Mhm.
what can I do to help? Because I felt like I needed to help my mother. My mom
Mhm.
would work 4, 5 jobs to make sure we have
Wow.
food on the table.
Mhm.
So, and I asked her like, Mom, what can I do to
Mhm.
relieve Mama, my leg is killing me, my foot is killing me. I said, you know
Mhm.
what, Mom? How about I get some rub? For who knows rub,
Mhm.
it's a big deal, right? For especially
Yes.
with Nigerians. So I said, Mom, you know what? Let me get some rub. Without even knowing it, I started rubbing my mom leg, ankle, knees, and everything in the foot.
Mhm.
And she's like, my son, you know what? This is working. So that's how I got the passion from right
Mhm.
from home. Um,
Okay.
I started massaging my mother, then and I play soccer. So we Nigerians we big in soccer. and I
Oh,
was in the
yes.
soccer team when I was growing up. I played soccer in Italy for a few years. Then I switched to rugby, and
Mm-hmm.
so I would get injured, and but then I have to go back to training. So and I started practicing on myself. So
Mm-hmm.
doing that, I was learning all the muscles, the ligament, joint,
Okay.
which
Yes.
are hard, what what they are called. So practicing myself and my mother and other family member, I felt like, okay, you know what? I can help people. I can start from my family member, and I can
Mm-hmm.
make this journey and also help other people. So
Yes.
I felt like I had the need to help other people because I feel like I had the little knowledge I have by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then going to school here in Chicago, I've learned a lot. I had anatomy, physiology, kinesiology.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a doctor. I mean, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm a doctor. I don't just have the degree yet
Mm-hmm.
because massage therapist people see it as just, oh, masseuse. No, there's a difference between masseuse and a
Oh,
massage
really?
therapist. Yes, a
Okay.
massage therapist.
So,
Great.
so let me ask you. So, you realized from a very early age that you wanted to be a massage therapist, and I'm assuming that you have your own business. Is that correct?
I do right now. I do right now.
Yes. So, what were some of the challenges that you faced in diverting from wanting to be a lawyer, then a probation officer, to now having your own business? What are some of the challenges you faced? What are some of the determines, the challenges? What are some of the things you faced?
Um, like everybody knows, in the United States, when it comes about um the one of the challenges I face is the color of my skin. Like everybody else,
Wow.
it's not an excuse. It's not I'm making this up. It's just anything we do here in the United States. And in my school, I was the only African. My class when we started were like 16 people, and out of those 16 people was four males.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only one that finished the school
Wow.
because the long journey, and you come to learn that people don't take a male massage therapist seriously because
Okay.
there's a lot of things in that comes with massages. And I tell
Mm-hmm.
people every time, you know, there's this guy online. I don't know his name. I can't really remember it right now. He does
Mm-hmm.
all kind of massages online. He rubs
Mm-hmm.
everything you can
Mm-hmm.
imagine. You name it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
people being a male,
Mm-hmm.
they think like, oh, you in my suit. I am not in my suit.
Mm-hmm.
My suit is with those parties, get naked, and
Mm-hmm.
I am a massage therapist. The only difference is that I have the knowledge. Went to school for this. I'm certified. I
Mm-hmm.
have the knowledge. Like I said earlier, the science behind it. You have to know your muscle. You have to
Mm-hmm.
know biology. You have to know kinesiology. You have to know the brain, the muscles, the skin.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where my knowledge comes from. I'm not just rubbing on you. While I'm rubbing on you, I'm feeling if there's any tight spot on you. I'm feeling if there's any dead tissue on you. I'm feeling if there's any tightness on you. So am
So
I good?
I'm trying to figure this out because sometimes when people think of massaging, they feel of just giving somebody a rub and make the back feel good. But it also encompasses how it connects to the brain. It connects to different parts of the body.
Yes, yes,
Wow.
absolutely, absolutely. Because I have clients that I'm not gonna say names because I have to protect. It's part of my
Yes,
scope
I
of.
understand.
I have
And
to
we don't
protect
say
my.
names here on the show
Yes,
unless it's to promote people. Yeah.
right. So what massage does, because what we do as a massage therapist is we move blood around the flow. So when we do that also as well is that we have to realize one thing. Everything we do is connected to our brain. Even before we drink water.
Mm-hmm.
When we eat our food, our brain tells us, okay, it's not time to drink, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have signals. So the same thing when we what do we do after food? After eating heavy food, we get sleepy, right?
Yes.
It's all science. It's all our body feeling like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you know what? I'm good now. It's time for me to go to bed. But
Mm-hmm.
everything comes from our brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the same thing with massage. So it's all connected because you know in school as a massage therapist, our body is very funny. Did you remember it's complex? God,
Mm-hmm.
the creator that created us, you know what is know. God is. I mean, you know what it. To create a human being, it. I know it takes a lot. Just me know about the muscles, the skin, the. So one thing about our body is that I have to learn in school is there's a certain part. Obviously, private part. We all know that. I mean, that I have a kid, and that all goes to our brain, right? But as a massage therapist, we have some limitations,
Mm-hmm.
some areas of the body we don't touch because again, it all goes to the brain. A rough touch,
Especially the private part.
private part. So like a rough touch, if
Yes.
I'm too rough, my client be like, "Ow, why ow?" Because it's hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I press too much, it all goes to the brain, and the brain tells you like, "Ouch, it's hurting." So so everything is connected to the brain.
Yes. So hold on. Richie said they're gonna have you faking pain, baby, my back, my neck. Oh, can you touch my feet? I like to read the viewers' comments because it's funny. So he said you played the real thing and you switched to rugby. Man, you need some more jollof rice.
What was the question? I switched from.
He said you played the real thing and you switched to rugby. You need some more jollof rice.
Okay, I can address that real quick. Growing up as a African, as an African in Italy,
Uh-huh.
Italy it's
Yeah.
soccer, soccer. Everyone wanted to play soccer, right? Because that's what we growing up. Soccer was the big deal, right, for us, for everybody. I'm not just looking for
Mhm.
Africans in general. Soccer, football.
Yes, football. Yes, we have that in
Let,
the Caribbean too.
let's get
Football.
the right conversation. Soccer is just
Yeah.
American, like
Yes,
football, right?
football. Yes.
Growing up, football was the thing for if you were colonized, if you had a British colonizer, I mean British people that colonized your country, you know about football,
Mhm.
right? All the Commonwealth country, Pakistan, Nigeria, Ghana,
Mhm.
the Caribbean, kind of part of the Highlands, so we know about football, right?
Mhm.
So let me say this real quick. Everybody loved football, and everybody wanted to play football, right? Which is good. I love football growing up, but here's the thing, though. When I was playing football, I have a lot of people to compete with, right? Because
Mhm.
everybody loves football. The Italians, everybody loves football. So I have more competition. I have more people actually to do with.
Mhm.
And then also, I want to address this one thing real quick. In Italy, where I grew up, there's favoritism. So if I'm African and I know my football. I know
Mhm.
my skills. I know this. But say my dad was just in Italy as an average worker and an Italian guy like just like me, and his dad sponsored my soccer team.
Mhm.
When it's time to go out, who do you think they're gonna pick?
That's true.
So I had to not to kill my dreams because
Mhm.
I will not let anybody to kill my dream. That's why I'm here today, in the state of America. I'm a
Mhm.
psychotherapist and I still pursue my dream. So I didn't
Mhm.
feel like I lost. It's a win for me,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know. So that's the reason why I switched to soccer. Sorry, I switched to
Food.
rugby
Mhm.
because my mother, my lovely beloved mother,
Mhm.
would not let me play tennis, long tennis.
Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna
So,
tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why my mom said no to long tennis. As an 11-year old back in Italy, I love tennis. I won a tournament. I won over 20 people, 2021. I won the big trophy. I came home excited to my mother. Mother, they came to my house. They say, "Can we sign your son? It's good at tennis. He's African, he's young, he's talented. We want him. We're gonna fly him all around Europe. And what do you think my mom said?
No.
My mom said, "No, son, because I don't want them taken away from me. They're gonna take you away from me, and you're
Oh.
gonna be because I told her your son
Mm-hmm.
is gonna be England today, Germany tomorrow, and France. And as a beloved mother that I have, she said, no, son. So I was mad. Of course, I was mad. But again, it is what it is. It's a win-win. I love
Exactly.
where I'm at today. I love my career.
Yes. And it is important to be okay with where you are, because we never know what the future holds for us. And it's okay to be content with what we have, and the fact that the important thing is that we're enjoying what we're doing, and it's passion, it's our passion. Okay, so I'm still thinking about how um massage massaging connects to the brain. So if you were to touch somebody right here, I hate to show my manners. So if you touch me right here, so you say you find knots. What would that feel like for you? What would that send to the brain?
Well, it's a lot. There's certain things that I feel with my touch
Mm-hmm.
that I can explain.
Mm-hmm.
We train to do this. It's like you teaching a doctor how to do his job. I mean, they can really explain it to you, but with
Yeah.
my touch, I can figure out some tight spots.
Mm-hmm.
Usually just by, as you feel like, oh, I have some steepness and some stuff. You won't know what is going on with your body, but because obviously you live every day, you're like, oh, yeah, I'll be okay. But then when it's time for me to touch you, and I can feel it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's about we learn how to use our fingertips. In school, so we have to detect.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a thick skin, or when you're a doctor or you a mother, because all mothers are doctors. All
Mm-hmm.
mothers are massage therapists.
Mm-hmm.
Mothers are, so it's like a mother. How do you know when your son is sick?
Mm-hmm.
So the same question: how do I know when somebody's tight? It's just by me. I cannot. Some things are not visual. You have to feel it with your hands, with your fingers.
Yes. So, what does massage do? What are the benefits that massaging has to the body? What are some of the benefits?
Massages help. Um, so, like I said earlier, we move blood around,
Mm-hmm.
circulations. You're able to sleep better.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to live better.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you tan. It's like imagine you walking all day, moving around all day with a headache, and somebody comes there, touch a temporal, and you know, and then you're like, oh, I feel better
Mm-hmm.
without no medicine, without no ibuprofen,
Mm-hmm.
nothing. So we are basically. I said to myself, I feel like I'm a doctor. I don't have a degree yet, but I know how to treat migraine and how to treat my. I do after surgery. I do lymphatic drainage.
Mm-hmm.
I do anything, just name it. I learned to do this. So just name it. And
Okay. So you said you're certified. So I had a question. It escaped my thought. It escaped my mind. I had a question for you, but it's fascinating because I know when people get a massage, you hear them say, "I feel so relieved." So back to my question. I don't think I got the answer to that question. What was some? I know you had did answered it just a little bit, but what's some of the other challenges that you faced? Did you have financial challenges besides the color of
um,
your skin?
no, I think the only challenge I face is being just being a male.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of people don't take this industry very seriously,
Mm-hmm.
and they feel like, oh, you're a black man, so oh, you're gonna massage me? Oh, am I gonna get I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
but will I get a happy something after my section? And
Mm-hmm.
we start telling them everything, like, no, ma'am, I'm not here for this. I'm
Mm-hmm.
here to make you feel better. And
Mm-hmm.
if you, because I know it's from relaxation massage, from deep tissue, full body, so you
Mm-hmm.
name it. So based on what your needs are. I mean, you just want me to come rub on you just because.
So hold on. So the masseuse is gonna make you feel that sexual kind of happiness, and then I'm just trying to understand it. And the massage therapist is gonna your deep tissue, your blood circulation, release the tension in your legs. If you have a muscle that is help me on there. Am I correct?
Yes, Buffalo, yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, masseuse really you can be the masseuse. I mean, no, you can be a masseuse. Oh, I don't know, but
Yes,
anybody, any male can be a masseuse. Any male, you can do it. All you gotta do is have the passion. Who doesn't like women? Like you just a male, you attract a female, and
yes, a
that's it. That's all it takes. You don't have to have a knowledge. You don't have to go to school to be a
Mm-hmm.
masseuse. You just
Okay.
want to rub
So,
on people.
where is your business based?
So I live in Chicago, Illinois,
Mm-hmm.
and I will, and this time when announced, I'll be in Georgia, ETL next month, because I have a
Mm-hmm.
lot of requests. People want me to travel. They see my Facebook profile. They watch me on Facebook, and they follow my Snapchat, and I keep having demands of people that really want for me to come and travel. So I will start my summer tour next month. So I'll be in ATL. My first city will be ATL next month. But I'm based in
Wow.
Chicago. I'm based in Chicago.
So basically, you're traveling masseuse. No,
Well,
the traveling massage therapist.
that is the correct answer. I am a mobile massage therapist. So what I
Uh-huh.
mean is that when I finished school, I chose to have my own business. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to work in a spa where I was gonna get paid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to disclose everything on Facebook, but I don't want to get paid such amount of money, and then they're gonna tell me, well, we have to take taxes out of it. We have
Mm-hmm.
to take this. We have to take that. And at the end of the day, it's all it. And me, I don't know. Maybe it's my Nigerian part of me who don't like money. I'm an entrepreneur. I like to. I'm my own. I have different jobs, so I want to work
Listen,
when I
there
want to
is
work.
a difference between evading tax and trying to get the lowest tax as possible.
Well, so when you have your own business, I have a registered business. When you have your own business, you still have to, pay your taxes. So
You do, no matter what, but
I encourage everybody to pay their taxes,
you
like
have to.
everybody else. But the only differences are if, so let me make a scenario, right? If I work in a spot, I make the spot charge $120 for 1 hour of a
Hmm.
section, right? Working in a business in a spa, I only make $32, $35 an hour.
What?
So they take the rest of the money. So, but if I work for myself, I buy my supplies, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
everything. So, I profit, the good majority percentage of the money. Because when you work for a spa, the one thing you got to realize is that you get paid hourly. So it does not matter if they charge the client $1 million. You're still
You're
gonna get
gonna
paid
get
your
paid by the
35,
hour.
$40 an hour or whatever. So it's don't matter.
Wow.
So
Then
I
it's better to
encourage that.
just do it yourself.
Hmm.
It's better to just do it yourself. Wow. So what are some of the I know you use certain ingredients. Do you just use your hand or what are some of the ingredients that you
Yes,
use?
it was mainly the
Really?
and oil. I allow to it's a lot of tools we use. We use candles, truffle oil, warm lotion, warm oil, and many more. Now I don't want to disclose all my secrets
No.
on here, but it's for me. One thing I say about my business is it's I don't charge a whole lot of money, and but for me it's
Mm-hmm.
the whole experience. And when I say
Mm-hmm.
the experience, I invite everyone on here to ask me what my experiences are or what I use. Well, I'm not going to disclose that, but what I'm trying to say is book me. Book me, find out what this experience is with me because there's a lot of people like everything, like every business, right? We have many people that we have Toyotas, we have Chevy, we have Ford, we have all kind of people that sell cars, right? And every one of them have a potential. They have where their weaknesses are and then where they are. So one thing about me is coming to me is experience. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a whole experience you're gonna get. You're never gonna
Mm-hmm.
forget it. I'm very professional.
Okay. Hmm. Are you here? I still. I'm looking for your slides from to show your slides. So what are some of the feedback you're getting from the community as a whole in wherever you go? What are some of the feedback you're getting from your customers?
Um, I want to say in the city of Chicago, in the city of Chicago, I can say I am the only massage, or with very few of us, probably like two or three.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a high demand,
Mm-hmm.
and also the fact that people are curious about it. They still confuse again the massage therapist and the masseuse. So most
Mm-hmm.
of the time I have to break it down. I don't want to waste your money. I don't want you to waste your time. This is what
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna get with me. This is the package. This is what you're gonna get. And
Mm-hmm.
feedbacks are great. I feel like people really like my service. Um, even though I'm African, people think about, oh, it's gonna be late. So those are the things that I really work with my business to be on
Mm-hmm.
time, show up on time, have everything, and yeah. So I think I've been having good feedback so far.
So this is your information here, D Prince
Yes.
massage therapy. I was trying to get it a while ago. I didn't get I couldn't get it.
Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, awesome. Guys, I don't know if you all can see this. Can you see this? I don't
Yes.
know if my
Yes.
I think they can see it, yeah. I think they can see it, yeah. So this is one of your videos, right?
Yes.
This is one of your machines that you use and some of the stuff that you use.
Absolutely. Yes. And
Okay.
mover.
Oh wow, okay. So you said enjoy a 20% discount in honor of Juneteenth from June 10th to the 19th.
Yes.
Is that everywhere that you go?
Everywhere.
Wow.
Nationwide.
Nationwide. So you're not gonna be in Georgia for them. So they're not gonna.
I'll be Georgia next month. I'm really looking towards that because this will be my first time living my state,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be having demands and people asking me, and so like in the picture, I travel. I go to you book me for a birthday party, you book me for an event party, you book
Mm-hmm.
me for anything. I'm there. You book me for just a ladies' night. You book me for party, birthday party,
Mm-hmm.
wedding, whatever it is.
Wow. So, guys, if you want to get in touch with Prince to get a massage, it is what's called D Prince Massage Therapy
Therapy.
where both on
On
Instagram
Facebook and on
and
Instagram.
Facebook. Okay, all right, sounds good. Wow. So, what are the benefits of you doing that job besides you just being passionate about it? What are some of the benefits that you find in doing your job?
Okay,
And
so
well,
one.
not
Okay,
your job, but you know your business.
I have 4 jobs, and when people ask me, "Do you only live with your business massage?"
Mm-hmm.
No, it's good money.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I love it. This is my passion. I also have a 9 to 5, and I
Mm-hmm.
also have other businesses going on. So, um, being a massage therapist give me time to schedule my client
Mm-hmm.
before or after my 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
So that give me chance to go out to meet my clients. And the
Mm-hmm.
weekends, I'm off from work. I'm off from Saturday to Monday. So that gives me also another opportunity to expand and to do what I love. So Being a massage therapist is not only my only job. I don't like I said earlier. I claim to be an Afro Italian, and
Mm-hmm.
I also work with the language as well. I'm a interpreter and a translator here at the Cook County, in the city of Chicago.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I hope I have it right. It is a deep prince massage therapy.
Yes. For who's
Okay.
listening from Georgia, I will be in your state next month.
Mm-hmm.
Please book me, book me. I'll be there for I think for a weekend. But if you guys love me, I will stay. I'll take a week off work. So I'm coming. Now I'm coming. I'll be there.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, Prince, it is always good to have all the multiple streams of income. Okay.
Very good.
So, what is your goal? What is your goal as an entrepreneur? I know you have a 9 to 5 and you have other businesses. What is your goal as an entrepreneur and especially as a massage therapist?
I feel like this was a dream that became a reality, and I had to believe in myself. And like I said earlier, from a Nigerian home, there's nothing. You got to be a doctor. You have to be a
Are you still there with us? You're a bit frozen. Are we both frozen?
okay. We back on. Like I was saying, I have a 6-year-old daughter, and she said, "Daddy, I want to be a ballerina." And I said to her, "I'm like, yes, baby, you can be a ballerina." I said, but guess what? We also gonna be a doctor. We back again.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
Okay.
was saying,
Yeah, we.
like I was gonna have a 6-year daughter, and she said, "Daddy, I want to be a ballerina." I was like, "Yes, that's
Mm-hmm.
perfect. I love it. I'm gonna support you." And funny enough, I enrolled her to school where she loves gymnastics. My
Mm-hmm.
daughter, she dance, she do all the things. And I was tell her, "Dad, I'm like, listen, baby girl, I would love for you to be a doctor because I said ballerina will not pay bills. Or hell, you make it to the best ballerina, black ballerina.
Listen, mommy wanted you to be a lawyer.
Yeah, right.
You
So I'm like,
become
I'm gonna
lawyer.
push you. I would like for you to be a doctor, register nurse. Let's get to register nurse, and we can do your passion. I feel like in African and in other part of the world, the
Mm-hmm.
Caribbean, the Highland, I feel like we push our kids to be, we want, and which is a great thing, but we forget about one thing. We all have a gift from God,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and we doing what we want to push, what we want our kids to do. We killing their dreams, and I've seen where it
Mm-hmm.
happen where people become a lawyer and they're not in their career because they feel like this is not what I want to be. I want to play soccer. I want to
Yes.
play rugby. I want to play tennis. I
Mm-hmm.
want to be a massage therapist. I want to
Mm-hmm.
be a physical therapist. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in our homes, we should encourage and support our kids with their dreams. But
Exactly.
remind you one thing: if your dream can pay your bills, if you're a football player and you make 30,000 millions, billions a year, why not? But
Mm-hmm.
if you're not close to there, I recommend, have a second job, have a multiple streams of income, like you said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Especially here, we in the United States of America, I believe, if you live with one stream of income, my brother, let me say it in pidgin English. I'm saying in pidgin English. If you live one one stream of income here in the United States of America, my brother, find work, join your work.
Mm-hmm. Because
Really,
it's not going to cut it.
it's not. I had another job to your job so you can be able to enjoy life. Because I believe, like in life, it's just about helping others,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Be happy and
Mm-hmm.
feed your family, and of course, take care of yourself. So
Yes.
if your one job can do this,
More
take care,
power to you. But I still
take care.
believe
Yeah.
if you lose that job, then you don't have a backup plan
No,
and you don't have, there's so much time that's going to take before the savings that you have
absolutely.
demolishes.
And
So
I wanted
go
to add
ahead.
something more too. Is that now that we have the AI, you have the artificial intelligence. You know,
Mm-hmm.
all these robots, they working for Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
So I can live 120 pounds. A robot can live 500 pounds. So
Mm-hmm.
in the years we're
Yeah.
gonna get, you know. But guess what? A robot cannot massage you.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. I'm not bragging or making fun of myself, but a robot cannot
Mm-hmm.
feel your tissue, or
Mm-hmm.
so it's always good to have a, because very soon we have to start looking at those jobs that will be out in years.
Yes.
Robotics,
Yes.
they taking over, and
Mm-hmm.
so very soon, even as a surgeon, oh, we
The
need a
robots are.
computer. We need a
Mm-hmm.
robot that cuts you up, heats you back up, take all the cancer cells, and you back. And human might take 5 hours. A robot might
Mm-hmm.
take 30 minutes. It's
Yeah.
happening. It's
So we have
happening.
to look for those jobs that those machines cannot take away, and
Yes,
then that comes with your talent.
yes,
That comes with your gift. You can sit at a job and then they can say, okay, the computer can do that for me, but what are you good with your hands that these machines cannot take away? So um as entrepreneurs, it is important to understand, and I'm learning so much. When I was in St. Lucia, I started to do hair, and believe it or not, I'm very good at hair braiding, and I just started to, back about 3 or 4 years ago, learn how to do dreadlocks. And I'm not mastering at it or anything, but I'm learning it. I learned how to do sister lock on my own. Okay. I learned how to do a lot of things on my own. I learned how to make candles. I always tell people I'm a jockey of all trades. Okay. And I think I've mastered one or two. But I believe that you cannot overwhelm yourself with too many things, but at the same time you have to have multiple streams of
yes,
income. All of
absolutely.
those people you see who are living their lives and they have time for their families, at first they put in the work. Okay, they put in the work. They have two, three, four. Some of them have three, four. Some of them have businesses, and they put in the work. And at the end of the day, they can sit back and watch their time and investments and their
Very
returns
true.
help them live a comfortable life without even have to worry about it. Okay. Now
Very
it's not
true.
everybody's gonna be cut up to be a millionaire, a billionaire, but we can get to the point as Black people, okay, where we have those streams of income that are readily available to us if we make use of it. And then we are going to get to the point where we can just, people say, live comfortably without worrying where the next bill is going to come from. If I want to go on a trip, I don't have money for the trip. You don't have to worry about those things, where the car payment is coming from. So there are multiple opportunities, multiple streams of income that we can benefit from as people, and I think that's important that we do that.
Sure. I agree.
Yes. So what's next for you,
Oh, for me, um, what do you mean?
career wise?
Career wise,
Do you ever plan? Okay, let me rephrase that. Sorry. So, do you ever plan to get to the point where Prince is going to have his own? I would say, I know you don't want to be like you want to open your own massage therapy business,
hmm
like have a literal place where people can come in and get their massages and employ people.
yes, absolutely. That's my goal. That's my actually. I am looking forward to not to stop here. This is just the beginning. I want to be. I am. I am going to be in the future a physical therapist. That
Mm-hmm.
is where I don't want to say I would like to be. I would love to be. I am going to be one. I am
You
manifesting
claim
that
it.
in my life.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be my next goal. Also as well, having a salon
Mm-hmm.
here in Chicago or anywhere in the world,
Mm-hmm.
where I would like to employ students and graduates from different schools, and I'd like to have them, you know, teach them my journey.
Mm-hmm.
Because my thing is like, in everything you do in life, if you don't have the passion for it, it's not gonna last.
Okay. So what does mom think about your career choice now?
My beloved mother, in beginning was like, was a little bit, but now she's like, okay, my son, it looked like you. This is your passion because she sees what I do, and she hear about me,
Mm-hmm.
and word of mouth. And my mom, she's aware that I'm out here doing good things. Also, as well, I am a massage therapist. I'm mobile, and I don't just what we people will say rub on people. I
Mm-hmm.
also go to senior citizen building
Mm-hmm.
where I take off our beloved old people. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
say old people because our
Elderly.
senior,
Mm-hmm.
which they are in pains because
Mm-hmm.
they've worked for us to be here today.
Yes.
Even though we don't pay their taxes, they get our money, but it's okay. But
Mm-hmm.
everybody needs love, so I also visit um, nursing homes,
Mm-hmm.
um, senior citizen homes where I help our love seniors ones to
Mm-hmm.
they need you know they need help to get up. They need help with they stay because some of them because of their condition they can walk
Mm-hmm.
because they stay too much all day.
Mm-hmm.
So I keep it as my goal is to go there, help them, and show them love. Most
Yeah, and
important,
it's
before my job is show them love.
yeah, and it's always good to give back. And I have a love for the seniors as well, and for people with disabilities, children, and and children, people with disabilities, and children, and the seniors. And I think it's important because the Bible says once a man and twice a child. And as we get older, because of whatever circumstances, we find our bodies deteriorating. I finally said that word in one breath without any mistakes.
Look, I absolutely love
Yes.
to. For me, honestly, when it comes to money, I might not make as much as I
Mm-hmm.
will make with the young ones
Mm-hmm.
working out there, grinding, making doctors making millions, right? But I feel like sometimes I try to take time aside to
Mm-hmm.
really deal with the young with the seniors one because, like I said earlier, it brings joy to my heart. Sometimes, oh, I don't get paid till the fifth. I don't do, ma'am. I see people in tears, and that brings me joy because they don't. I've had similar, travel to places where they're like, oh, because of their pathology, because of their condition. So
Mm-hmm.
nobody wants to touch them and nobody
Wow.
want to rub their feet. So they feel neglected in some type of way.
Yes,
So it's just
yes.
me going there, talking to them, pat on the shoulder, hugging them, talking positive things into their life. And of course, giving them some treatment, 10
Mm-hmm.
minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Some pay me,
Some
some,
down.
I know they don't have it, but
Mm-hmm.
I just feel overwhelmed, and it's just the joy and the love that I get back. It's for me,
Mm-hmm.
it's everything. Knowing
Yes.
that I went to school during COVID for the the class was a year. I said the course was a year because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we got going on, it took me 2.5 years. But when I
Mm-hmm.
was, now that I complete
Mm-hmm.
my 400 and 250 hours, I'm completely done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a graduate. I'm a licensed therapist. I love
Mm-hmm.
what I do, and see people smile, people just making people happy. It just give me inner joy.
Yeah, that is amazing because I feel the same way. There's nothing like being able to give back without even expecting anything in return. And it is where you get your blessings. It continue coming to you because you don't give with the hope of getting something in return, and that's one of the most commendable things and most considerate things we can do as human beings. Because a lot of people are, what is in it for me? There shouldn't always be something in it for you. Do it because you want to, or your heart moves you. And because you have to always remember, you can be in that person's place, okay, where you will need help and you will
Yeah.
not be able to pay for it. So that's how I look at life. And but Prince, I wanted to ask you a quick question. So I call you Mr. Bobade.
Yeah.
Where's the Bobade? I see Prince a name. I will not even try because I'm gonna bite my tongue for real.
Olua Damilola. That's where the D start from.
Olua.
Dami. Olua Damilola. Dami, it's my
Okay, okay. Let me say it. Olua Damilola.
Damilola.
And what's the last name?
But I no, so the first it's so
No, the one you
confusing
have
in
on
America.
screen. The one you have on screen.
So my surname for
Uh-huh.
the like I say, let's go back to the British. That's all I know. My surname is Bobade.
Mm-hmm.
And my first name we in America will be Adebusayo.
Mm-hmm.
Olua Damilola is my middle name,
Mm-hmm.
and Bobade
Okay.
is my last name, my family
Okay. So
name.
Prince Olua Domilala.
Olua Damilola.
Damilola. What's say the last one for me?
Adebusayo.
Adebusayo.
Olua Damilola Bobade.
Prince Oluwadomilola Bobade. I got it. I got it. Okay. Guys, Prince and I met. When did we meet? December.
Last year.
December last year, a good friend of mine passed away, and I did not know him, but he was introduced to by a mutual friend, and it's just like we just clicked and we connected, and then we got connected. He connected with different people in the Chicago area, and we have become just an amazing group of people who are trying to make things happen. And I love the atmosphere that he brought. He's a very kind-hearted, very gentle soul, and so he's a light, so. And I love the way that a lot of people, when they meet, if you reach my son, no matter who you are able to touch my son, you're able to touch me. And so the way he was interacting with my son who has autism, I just really appreciated it. And I just wanted to tell you that thank you so much, because it meant a lot to me that somebody I never knew just met my son and they were able to connect with him on such a level, and I thank you.
My pleasure. It's I don't know. I don't know. I grew up with my grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like my grandmother put so much love in me.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that she passed 11 years ago, 12 years ago actually, and
Mm-hmm.
so I feel like the love that she gave me, it's way too much. I have to give it out. I consider myself a people person. I'm not perfect. I have my flaws, but
Mm-hmm. Everybody does.
I have a lot of love to give out,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one of the reasons why it pushed me to have this career that I'm in today. But thank
Mm-hmm.
you very much for having me, and thank you.
You're most welcome, Prince. And then again, if you want to book, so if is there a number, or they should just go ahead on your Instagram and Facebook?
Yeah, so I can be found on Instagram, D
Mm-hmm.
altogether, the letter D,
Mm-hmm.
Prince Therapy. No, the Prince Massage Therapy.
Therapy. Okay, so
I
both
can be
is both
found.
on Facebook. I'm gonna put it on the screen again, guys, for you all to see. It's D Prince Massage Therapy. So you could go and check him out. And if you need some therapy, just send him a message. He's a mobile massage therapist. He'll be in the Georgia area, guys. So show him some
Next
love and
month.
let him and see what. Listen, we hear all this good talk about he can. Let's see what he can do. And you can come back and tell me Prince did a good job or he did a lousy job.
I'm coming,
But I
Georgia.
believe,
Georgia. Y'all
I
better be
believe,
ready.
yeah,
I'm
Georgia is
coming.
to be
I'm coming.
ready. So I believe he's gonna do a good job. So thank you so much, Prince, and thank you so much for your mom or your parents to raise a good, give you a good upbringing, and appreciate you as a person, appreciate all the connections that we've made as as people, and the people that you've connected me with for since the time we met. It's not even been a year yet, has it?
Well, no, it hasn't been. Yeah, it's a couple months.
Yes.
The
So
friendship
thank you.
is getting stronger and stronger.
Yes. So thank you so much, Prince. I hope you have a good night. I know in Chicago, it's what time is it now? It is
Eight
about
o'clock.
8:02. Yes, 8:02. I don't have my glasses so I can't see. So so thank you so much. Have a good night. And before you get off, I'm gonna get off the live and stay here. But I just want to say, my risers and my prosperity builders, it's always good to hear a story, to hear where people come from, hear their backgrounds, hear what drives them, what moves them, because all of us have it in us to be the best that we can be. Remember, you are not alone in your struggles. Do not tap out in whatever goals and dreams you have for yourself. Les Brown said, if you're going to fall on your back, because as long as you can look up, you can get up. Okay? So do not tap out. Do not let failure be your finality. Okay? Don't let it be that place that you stay, because as long as you have breath in you, you are able to make something out of yourself. Okay? So until next time, I am your kind hostess, Cindy Placide, with my awesome guest, Prince Bobade. Okay, have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Much love. Thank you.
You're welcome.